can't do it. Mitch never fails to be there. Same way for Bonanza. Mitch is there every year for the Bonanza. He's there if we have a special union meeting or we need help at City Hall. Mitch is there. The one funny story I have about Mitch, Mitch actually has a golf tournament named after him in his memorial. And I'm not sure anybody at the state level understands this, but Mitch's still alive. So and this year, Mitch's golf tournament is canceled. It's going to be the bowling tournament. So it's Mitch Gearhart Memorial Bowling Tournament this year. So, like I said, Mitch, congratulations for the award. The next guy, this goes way back to, Andy was hired in November of 1977. Andy was a union president for 14 years. He was the vice president for 8 years before that. He was a steward. He was a chief steward just recently, not too long ago. Like I said, Andy started the circus with Mitch. Andy's also in charge of the variety show we have every year. Andy's he's one of those brothers that taught me about the union. When I served as vice president underneath him, I served under 2 terms with him. And he kind of showed me the ropes at the state level, the international level, what you need to know. Andy is a brother who was always there when you need him. I can give you a story. We were setting trusses at Joey's house one day, and 3 of us were there setting trusses that were 24 foot long. We called Andy, and Andy came right down to help us. So, so like I said, both of these guys go above and beyond whenever you need them. And I would like to say that both of these men are true union brothers forever. And you young guys that don't know Mitch or whatever, make sure you get to know him, because he's one of those guys the same way as Andy. You don't get around to the station where Andy's at the truck, you want to make sure you get there and meet him and talk to him. So with that said, congratulations to both of you. The plaques that are getting tonight, the plaques actually have the IFF insignia, around the IFF insignia. All the charter members' names are on the insignia. So the every person who signed the opening charter is actually around the inside insignia. So Andy, present to you. Mitch, present to you. All right, thank you guys very much for it. Back to the
Thank you, Mr. President. Where the microphone should be. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to realize that the awards you're getting ready to hear are very special to a lot of us. But there was also another team, as I believe the chief alluded to, that was working on that same fireground accident scene, wherever the emergency call was. The team was running hose lines, cord reels, lights, ventilating. We can't do this without the team. So even though they're getting the awards this evening, it takes a team to do what we do. And I just wanted you all to remember the team as we go through these awards. The Medical Committee, we analyze calls several ways. Some of you were nominated by your brothers or sister. We look at each call, we interview. Sometimes we have a narrative written by you. The committee sits down, analyzes the data to determine whether an award is worthy, and if it is, where it falls in the criteria. Gentlemen, as you receive your award this evening, please come down the center aisle. Up these steps, proceed to President Grimes. When you're finished, down those steps, back to your seat. Certificate of Merit, or unit citation. It's awarded for outstanding meritorious duty, performance, and service. If you receive a unit citation, you will also receive one for yourself and one to be placed in the station where you are housed. Certificate of Merit is given to the individual firefighters or firefighter for his duty. The Distinguished Service Medal is awarded to those persons who have performed acts of heroism. Medal of Courage is awarded to a firefighter who is involved in an act of bravery. The Medal of Gallantry is awarded to a firefighter who, at great personal risk, has been instrumental in rescuing and saving another from possible death. The Medal of Valor, our top award, is awarded to a firefighter for performance above and beyond the call of duty at extreme personal risk and having been instrumental in rescuing and saving another person's life. This medal is automatically awarded to a firefighter who pays the ultimate sacrifice and dies in the line of duty. You've heard this before. Firefighters do more than fight fires. We've all been on calls where the fire engine or ladder truck rounds the corner and we see the 911 caller going, "Why are you here? She doesn't need a fire truck. She needs an ambulance. She's not on fire." We hear it every day. We explain to them why we're there. We run car accidents, specialty rescues, just to name a few. We also are sent many times to stabilize a patient for medical or trauma-related incidents when an ambulance is out of position, or we can make a difference until they arrive. The following is an example of this. On Saturday, September 13th, 2008, at 0642 hours, Engine 5 was alerted to 1010 Brinker Drive for the maternity call. Company 75 was committed, so Company 26 paramedic unit mutual aid was dispatched. Firefighters Eichelberger and Johns arrived well ahead of the medic unit and found a female patient with contractions very close together. Mother advised that she was full term, and she thought that the baby was coming very soon. Firefighter Johns performed a visual check and indeed saw crowning of the baby's head. Firefighter Eichelberger immediately prepared the area and the OB kit, while firefighter Johns coached the patient through childbirth. They delivered a healthy baby boy at 0653 hours. That's 11 minutes on the scene without EMS. The firefighters having time because Company 26 was late, and now a paramedic unit from Company 75 cleared the hospital to handle the call, packaged both mother and son for transport, all before the arrival of EMS. For their actions on September the 13th, 2008, delivering a baby boy on a maternity call located at 1010 Brinker Drive. We will now have the honor guard come forward for the presentation.
Detail, hook, horse, word, horse. Ready. Oh. Oh, back. Hey.
A unit citation is awarded to firefighters James E. Johns and Kevin R. Eichelberger.
Ready, and, arm. Order. Order.
On January 9th, 2012, the 2nd Battalion had Truck 4 out of service. Firefighters from Truck 4 were detailed to Engine Company 4, creating a crew of 4. At 13:44 hours, a personal injury collision, a vehicle accident, assignment was dispatched for the intersection of High and George Streets. Company 75 responded to medic and rescue squad. Engine 4 arrived to find a single vehicle accident with one patient not breathing and no pulse. It's always good to hear what we do from someone else's narrative outside of our organization. I will now read to you the narrative of Company 75 duty officer that day. I quote, "I arrived on scene to find the patient fully immobilized on the cot in ambulance 756. Hagerstown Fire Department personnel reported to me that the patient was defibrillated once in the patient's truck prior to removal. I then entered the back of the ambulance and observed CPR and bag valve mask operations being performed. Our paramedic Pelton was preparing for oral intubation when the AED indicated a shock at rhythm check. The patient was again defibrillated and CPR continued. Intubation was successful while I established IV access. The next rhythm check revealed sinus tachycardia with a strong carotid pulse. It was also noted that the patient had spontaneous respirations. The patient was transported to Meritus Medical Center without incident. It was later reported that the patient was sent for a heart catheterization. The patient was reported as checking out against medical advice from the hospital several days later. The call resulted in a positive patient outcome. The call would not likely been a success without the combined efforts of the Hagerstown Fire Department and Community Rescue Service. In particular, the early defibrillation by the Hagerstown Fire Department firefighters. For their actions at the intersection of High and George Streets during the personal injury collision, a unit citation is issued to firefighters, now retired, Richard L. Miller, Joey L. Chinaki, Daniel L. Myers, and Anthony W. DeLozier. On April 8, 2013, Deputy Fire Marshal Fishak was en route to the fire department office for a regular workday when he observed heavy smoke coming from a house or apartment building on East North Avenue. He immediately notified our communication center via radio of the situation. Box alarm